around quickly every single time. Not that I'm complaining, but it's that time where I unbox my favourite subscription box, and it's the only one really that I get every single month consistently. So those of you who've been around a while will know exactly which box this is, but for those of you who haven't, it is called the Natural Beauty Box, and it's right here. So kind of simple packaging, but they let the contents do the talking, which, you know, I prefer anyway. So for those of you who aren't familiar with this subscription, they are a subscription for natural beauty products, cruelty-free, often vegan, often organic, and most of the time they do try and incorporate plastic-free into there as well. So I've been getting this consistently since about 2018, I think. So quite a while, and in that time I've been introduced to a number of new brands that I've since gone on to repurchase and become quite a big fan of. I've also, as I say, this is the one that I've stuck with the longest. So I've been subscribed to other boxes in the past, and while they've been, great at the time, I've started to notice that there became a bit of a theme where they were featuring very similar products or similar brands, or even in certain cases repeat products. So I had a box, I obviously won't name it, but I was subscribed to another box for a while, and I received a product, and then I think it was about 7 or 8 months later I received that same product in the box again. And for me, that's not what a subscription box is about. A subscription box is about discovering new products and new brands and items, which is exactly what this box does extremely well, and also introduces you to, again, things that you may never have picked up or even thought about using normally if it weren't for the fact that you've received it in the box. So let's get into it, and we'll see. There's always a theme every month, and the theme for April is Radiance. So as you can see there, and this is also a plastic-free edit as well. So they do that every quarter. They have a fully plastic-free edit where obviously every item in there is free of all plastics. So in terms of the items inside, there is a little list on the back of the theme card, which just goes into a bit more detail about each of them. So I'll be using that as a bit of a reference as we're going through. And I'm just going to peel back the tissue and then hold it up so that you can see it, and then we'll go into more detail about the items inside. So here is the contents, and I'm going to try and make sure they don't fall out everywhere, which has happened before. There we go, lovely. So I think we'll go first of all with this one because the tag is kind of intriguing me. It's a brand that I have tried before, which is why I kind of saw the tag and was like, ooh, they're in here. So I've only seen one spoiler for this box, which isn't this one, so very excited to see what's here. So this is a brand called Nisskama, and this is their Velvet Skin Shimmering Butter Melt, which is worth £21.50. So this is a balm enriched with wild rose and raspberry oil that offers a decadent, delicious treatment for the body and the face, and delivers visibly radiant, youthful looking skin with subtle shimmering effect for desired glow. Suitable for all skin types, especially those with dry, parched and problematic skin that breaks out. I love that you can use this on both the face and the body. I love a product that kind of works with a number of areas, and you can use it on different parts. So let's have a look. Made in Cornwall. I thought they were from Cornwall, but I didn't want to say in case I was wrong. So it's kind of sealed, and I'm really reluctant to open it up. I usually like to open it and show you guys the texture and let you know what it smells like, but when it's sealed, I'm always a bit reluctant to do that, because if I don't get to use this straight away, if it stays sealed, then there's a chance it'll last a little bit longer. Whereas if I break the seal now and then I can't use it for 3 months or so, it might go off before then, and I don't want to waste that. I'm somebody that likes to kind of finish products that I'm using before I move on to another one, and this is something that I think I'm using something very, very similar, at the minute, which obviously I don't want to kind of stop using that because then that might go off. So yeah, I think I'm going to leave the seal on for now, but obviously as soon as I've had a chance to try this out, I will of course let you all know what it's like. I mean, I'm hoping that I'll be able to try it very soon, because the item that I'm using, I've got like a balm that I'm using at the minute, but I've just very recently had a new tattoo done, so I have to use something that's very gentle and fragrance free on that at the minute, just while that's healing. But as soon as that's healed and I've used the other balm that I'm currently using up, which is very nearly done to be fair, I should be able to use this one instead. And I'm going to try it on both the face and the body as well. Sometimes I find if it's a multi-use item, if it's something that can be used on the face and the body, I find that it's either too light for the skin on the body or it's too heavy for the skin on my face. So I'll be interested to see kind of which side of the spectrum this one falls on. Hopefully it's great for both, but I do tend to find with multi-use products it is one or the other for me, just because my skin on my face can be quite sensitive. So if it's something that's quite good for my body, I'll just kind of continue to use it that way. If it's better on the face, obviously I'll use it like that. But that's the first item, and I'll just pop this off to the side there. So this one is a brand, I've actually tried this product before, which hasn't happened for a while with this box. Not that I'm complaining, this is an item that I did like when I tried it before. And it has been a while since I tried it as well, but it's Purity Natural Beauty, and it's their Radiance Eye Gel. Now this is worth £16.99. So this helps to brighten and rejuvenate your eyes whilst reducing the dark circles and puffiness. With marine collagen from seaweed extract, this antioxidant-rich formula inhibits collagen, the enzyme that breaks the enzyme that breaks down collagen, and so the gel is effective at preventing the formation of fine lines and wrinkles. I also like as well, I believe, this label here that's around it, you can actually plant it. So there's seeds in the actual label itself. So when you've finished with the product, you can peel the label off just here and then plant it in like, obviously a little plant pot or something. And I'm not sure what it comes at. It just says plants should sprout within 7 to 10 days, so it doesn't say what kind of plant or flower it is, but I really like that idea as well, that obviously once you finish with the product you can use the packaging or at least plant the label to obviously replenish the nature that's outside and any flowers or anything that are lost. So this is, from what I remember, yeah, so it's a clear gel. And it's really, I remember it being really kind of having like a cooling sensation on the eyes when you apply it, which again I really like, particularly in the morning. I find sometimes in the summer, because I suffer with hay fever, in the morning I wake up and my eyes can be really, really puffy and swollen. So using something like this, which is quite cool to apply, can help to kind of take that swelling down and also reduce the puffiness. I do have a little bit of an issue with dark circles. I use quite a good concealer, so it kind of covers it up most of the time. But obviously anything that can help to reduce the look of dark circles, I'm all for as well. So that is item number 2. So this is the product that I'd seen the spoiler for. It's another brand that I have tried before, although I haven't tried this particular product. I'm very excited about it though. I was very excited when I saw the spoiler. So it's Cree Skincare, and it's their SPF 30 tinted mineral sunscreen, and this is worth £22. So this helps to protect your skin from UVA rays that are responsible for premature aging and the UVB rays that cause burning and that sun damage to your skin. This is colour balancing, high protection and broad spectrum sunscreen, which blends into the skin with a semi-matte finish. It absorbs quickly to form an instant protective barrier and feels weightless on the skin. It also says that it won the Editor's Choice winner at the Beauty Shortlist Awards this year. So very high accolade indeed, and it's a really, really good size as well. I'm just trying to see if it does actually say how. It doesn't look like, oh there we go, 50 millilitres. And I like that it's in a tin rather than a squeezy tube as well. I've not really seen many sun creams come like this. But I like that it's tinted, because in the summer particularly, I don't like to wear heavy makeup, particularly when it's really warm. I just find that it melts, or if I'm outside and it's a little bit warm and I maybe sweat a little bit, it can kind of cause an impact on my makeup, which is not always a nice one. So something like this is ideal because it's just got that little hint of colour, while it's also got the sun cream in it as well. And I've just run out of my facial sun cream that I've been using, so this came at a perfect time as well. I have to wear sunscreen on my face because I'm using some prescription skincare, which can make your skin more susceptible to burning. So I have to wear facial sun cream during the day just to prevent that from happening. So obviously this has come at the perfect time, and when I saw it I was so excited. I was kind of hoping, because we're coming into that time of year where the sun does start to make an appearance usually, that I was hoping we'd kind of see products like this in the box, and of course they've delivered because they always know what I want before I know what I want. So that is item number 3. And then finally, and this is the culprit for the lovely smell that is emitting from this box. There's always something in there that smells amazing, and this time it is as a result of this, which is from the Natural Spa, and it is a rose, grapefruit and lavender solid conditioner bar, which is worth £7. Now this is suitable for all hair types, and it's said to last 80 washes, so it doesn't have a transition period to get used to it, which is great because my hair, as you can see, there's quite a lot of it, and it's very, very fussy in terms of what it likes and what it doesn't. It can get very dry as well, particularly during this time of year. So it's good that I don't have to kind of transition my hair into using this. So basically what you do with this is you get it wet in the shower and you section your hair off, kind of apply it, lather it up in your hands and apply it to your hair, and then rinse it off as you would a normal conditioner. And this leaves your hair soft and healthy with a natural shine. It's plastic free, as we've said, it's earth friendly, and it smells amazing. So yeah, it's just really kind of, it's not overpowering because I'm not a big fan of rose or lavender, to be honest, in terms of smell, just because, as I mentioned, I have hay fever, so florally smells can sometimes set me off on a sneezing fit. But this, because of the grapefruit that's in there as well, it's not as overpowering. It's actually really, really nice, and I feel like if this was a smell that would kind of linger on your hair after you've used it, it's going to be gorgeous whenever you kind of catch a whiff of that. And also it's a conditioner bar, so you don't often see conditioner bars. I've got a load of shampoo bars that I still haven't got around to using yet, but I've not really, I think I've only ever tried one conditioner bar before, and so it's nice to kind of try another one from a different brand. It's a brand I've actually not heard of before either, so it's always good to be introduced to new ones. There's always at least one brand in this box I've found that I've not heard of before. Sometimes there's a ratio of where I've heard of more than I haven't. This time there's 3 brands here that I've tried in the past, but obviously it's always nice that I'm introduced to new brands too. So that is item number 4. So there's 4 items this month, and there was 4 items last month. So what they're doing now is that they've used to do 5 items in a box at least, but what they've done recently is they've reduced the number of items in the box by 1, but what they're trying to do is include more high value items in there. So as I've mentioned already, the Nisskama, the buttermilk, that's worth £21.50. The facial skincare, that's worth £22. The eye cream's worth £16.99. So you've got really high value items in there. So even though you've got an item less, I don't feel shortchanged whatsoever, because I know that some of the items in there are probably ones that maybe wouldn't have been included when it was the 5 item box. So I'm really, really happy to be introduced to any new products really. And the total value for this box is £67.49, so it's still keeping up with that. That's around, you know, a good ballpark figure for how much the total value is every month. It's usually around there. It's at least double the amount of the box, or even more, which is usually the more common way that it turns out. In terms of how much the box is itself, so there are a few different ways that you can subscribe to this box. So there's the monthly rolling subscription, which is the one that I have and have had since I very first subscribed in 2018, and that is £24.95 a month. You can also prepay for 3 months, and that will cost you £71.10, or you can prepay for 6 months, which is £138. If you fancy the look of a particular box, or you maybe want to try it out before you commit to a subscription, you can purchase a one-off box, and that will cost you £25.95, but that's just the one payment, so it won't be repeated. If you want to subscribe but you maybe can't commit to every month, you can subscribe bi-monthly, so you'll receive a box every other month, and that again is £24.95 every 2 months. As I mentioned at the start, this box is a plastic free, and I said that that is done on a quarterly basis. If you just want to subscribe to the plastic free edits that they do every quarter, again you can do that, and that is £24.95 every quarter. They've also got Lucky Dip boxes on their website, which are £12.95. These usually include items from past boxes, so it's usually 3, I think, items from past boxes that they obviously want to let you have a try of, and again, it's a good way of getting a feel for the type of products that you'll receive if you're kind of on the fence about subscribing. Sometimes picking up a Lucky Dip box can be good because you get a feel for the sort of items that you'll be getting if you were to subscribe on a regular basis. Although the Lucky Dip boxes aren't always available, so if you do want one, you have to keep checking regularly. And they also recently added an option for a pick and mix type box on their website as well. So you can either choose the 3 item box for £15, or you can choose the 4 item box for £20. And this is where you actually get to select the items from obviously a menu choice. You can pick the items that you want in your box. If there's something in particular that you've had your eye on, or that you really liked and you want to get another one of, have a look on the pick and mix section and see if it's one of the options, and then obviously you can pick yourself up another few items while you're there as well. It's a really good option for gifts too. All of those options come with free delivery in the UK. So that's everything that's in the box. As I've said multiple times before, this is my absolute favourite. I love that I'm introduced constantly to new brands, new products, and even though 3 of these brands are familiar to me, and one of them, to be fair, one of the products I have tried before, I'm still really happy to receive it again. I did really like it when I tried it last time. It has been a while though, since I last tried it. And the other 2, even though I've heard of the brands and I've tried the brands before, I've not tried those particular items. And of course there's one product in there from a brand that I've never actually heard of. So it's nice to be introduced, it's a nice little mix. And I also like that they don't just focus on one particular aspect. So I've had boxes again in the past from other companies where I've opened it up and there've been like 2 cleansers in there from 2 different companies, or like eyeliners in consecutive boxes. So there was an eyeliner in the month before and then an eyeliner in the next month, and it's like there's not a lot of variety. Whereas with this, obviously we've got a product, an SPF product for the face, you've got an eye cream, you've got a product that you can use on your face and your body, and a hair product. So pretty much got top to toe covered really. And I like that there's always a theme. Everything always seems to fit in really well with the theme as well, and it fits in with the time of year. So you know, they do boxes where it's kind of a cozy little theme in winter, whereas in the summer they're kind of looking at more like awakening and radiance and things like that, which is what we all want to look in the summer. So yeah, that's pretty much everything. I'll just quickly recap on the items. So we had this gorgeous smelling rose, lavender and grapefruit conditioner bar by the Natural Spa. Oh, it's lovely. And there was the Cree Skincare SPF 30 tinted mineral sunscreen. It's a huge box, that's going to last me a while. That really big jug. And we had, where are we, there we go, the Purity Eye Gel. Purity is the brand and the Radiance Eye Gel is the name of the product. And finally the Nisskama Skincare Velvet Skin Shimmering Butter Melt, which I'm very excited to try because that sounds gorgeous. So that's everything that's in the box this month. I always look forward to receiving it. I'm always kind of excited to see what sort of products I'm going to get. And as I say, I've never had a repeat either. So while they've featured brands a few brands a few times. They've never, as far as I can remember, and as I said, I've been subscribed for a while, but as far as I can remember, they've never sent a repeat product. So while, you know, they have featured the likes of Cree and Nisskama before that I can remember, they've never featured those particular products by them. So it's always nice to kind of be introduced to you know, brands and products that you've never tried before. And also, I've never really seen a lot of these brands in other boxes either. So, you know, some of the more kind of mainstream boxes, you find that you maybe get a product by a brand and then there's the same brand in another box or the same product in another box. So you end up sometimes, if you're subscribed to quite a few boxes, which I did used to be at one point, I've tried a lot of them over my time, you sometimes find that you end up with a stockpile of these items. And sometimes they're items that you're not too fussed about either. But this time, you know, and in past boxes with the Natural Beauty box, that doesn't seem to happen. Everything that I've received has been very usable for me or for somebody else. So in the case of, you know, bath salts, for example, I live in a flat that doesn't have a bath, but I'm more than happy to use them either as a foot soak or gift them on to a friend or family member who does have access to a bath and would greatly appreciate some nice bath salts. So yeah, that's another thing that I always really like about it. And I know I harp on about it all the time, so I'm gonna stop. But if you do have any questions regarding the contents of this box, as always, put them in the comments. I'd love to know what your favourite item was. If you're someone who does subscribe to this box, what's your favourite item this month? If you're someone that doesn't subscribe, what is the item that you think you would be most excited to try? I'm really really curious to hear what your thoughts are. And again, I'll just show you the box that's on so just a nice little sticker there. It always comes sealed as well, but obviously I snipped that just so that it was easier to show you guys what was in it. So that is everything. I will go off and take some nice pictures now, so look out for those appearing on all my socials over the next couple of days, and of course the review will be up on the blog in the next week or so once I've had a chance to try a couple of the items. I will be back soon with another unboxing, I'm sure, but in the meantime, take care and I will see you soon. Bye!